What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Casper's Kicks once again. Appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel. So today was the release day of the Air Jordan 1 Lost and Found, and I'm going to be doing a recap, like a drop recap over the release today. And let me tell you, this video is going to be an interesting one because today was crazy. Now, if you have not already, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Like the video, turn on the notification bell so you know when I post. But today was I don't even know how to describe like everything that went on today trying to cop these Air Jordan 1 Lost and Found. So now before we do jump into it, I did get this shoe in today. This is the Air Jordan 4. So I will probably drop a review either my next video or the video after that will be the review over the Air Jordan 4 Air. But I just wanted to discuss this Lost and Found drop since that's what's at the top of the conversation in the sneaker community right now. Now, I do have the stock numbers, so we'll go ahead and start off with the stock numbers, and then we'll just kind of work through everything that happened today. And I think like in another video, I'm going to be talking about just the whole raffle process between Finish Line and JD and Flex and how all of that went. But like I said, I think that'll either be one of the two next videos that I do. Just kind of discuss that and get y'all's opinion on where y'all think the current raffle status for a lot of these companies and stores are currently at. Now, starting off with the Snkrs stock numbers today. So Snkrs, we had a men's 3.5 to men's 18. There were a total of 329,038 pairs. Yes, 329,000 pairs on Snkrs. And I believe that made this drop today the Snkrs release that had the most stock ever on the app. Like, we've seen 100,000. I don't think we've seen like too much crazy over 100,000 pairs, but 329,000 pairs, men's pairs. I was shocked when I saw it this morning. I was like, okay. And then going to grade school, everything kind of dropped off from there. Grade school, I had a 3.5 wide to 7 wide. There were a total of 17,274 pairs. And then for little kids, 10.5 C to 3 wide, 16,542. And then Tyler, they had 2 C to 10 C, 15,639 pairs. And then Tyler, or the crib sizes, 1 C to 4 C, 29,400. So the kid sizes, not as many pairs, but the men's size is where everything was. And I think, honestly, I underestimated how many pairs were going to be on the Snkrs app. Like, I was expecting probably somewhere around 150 to 200,000 on the Snkrs app, but to see 329,000 this morning, like I said, I was shocked to see that many pairs on Snkrs. So, of course, hearing 329,000, you're like, oh, this should not be that hard to cop. That was the issue, I think. Some people thought this wouldn't be, like with the high stock number, this wouldn't be as hard of a cop as we thought it was. And I told y'all when I did my videos earlier on Lost and Found ones, you weren't going to be able to rely on the Snkrs app come release day to get a pair of these. You were going to have to put in your footwork to be able to get a pair of these. And that's exactly what happened today on the Snkrs app. So starting off for the drop, they released at 9 a.m. Central Time, was at 10 a.m. Central, or 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and off rip, like, things were already going crazy. Now, I expected the app to be a little laggy just because there were going to be a lot of people trying on there, but it went like tenfold past just laggy. So I have a couple accounts. So two of my accounts, I was able to get in fine on men's and grade school. I didn't have any issues, but my third account that I had, that's where I ran into problems with like trying to get into the Snkrs app. So the app had logged me out of the third account, and so there was an error that popped up when I tried to log in, and it said, "We have encountered a problem. Please try again later." And it sounded like a lot of people had this same error when they're trying to log into the Snkrs app. Now, I was watching Unbreakable Kicks live cop this morning, and even he had gotten logged out and had received this error on his Snkrs app trying to log back in. And I got this error on the Snkrs app and trying to log in on desktop. So, like, if you had logged out of your account or you got kicked out of your account and you really weren't able to get back in to be able to enter the draw for this shoe. Now, like I mentioned, I did get in on 2 accounts, so I was good on those. And the draw was only 10 minutes. And honestly, I think Nike would have benefited everybody, or like it would have been beneficial to everybody if they just made this like as long of a draw as possible. So if they did like a 30-minute draw, an hour draw, 90-minute draw, something to just allow them to fix their servers on their end and give people time to be able to join the draw if they wanted to do it. Now, of course, that leads to more people being able to join, but the way things went this morning, it was just a lot. And from what I've been hearing people saying, like, it sounded like bots did pretty well on this drop on Snkrs. Now, if you bought and you were able to cop off the Snkrs app, let me know in the comments how many pairs you were able to get, because I'm actually curious to see how well bots did on this drop. So we're going 10 minutes. I'm still trying on my third account the whole 10 minutes to be able to get into the Snkrs app. No luck at all. So that just, I didn't get in at all. That was that. So fast forward, and I'm just waiting, and I'm waiting for either a dub or L. It was a draw this morning. So like once you got your L, that was it. So I was waiting and just waiting, and it took a ridiculous amount of time to find out if I took an L. And so like I mentioned, the shoe dropped at 9 a.m., which means the draw ended at 9:10. I didn't find out I took an L until 10:20. So that was an hour and 20 minutes after the initial drop for the shoe. Like, I had time to go, enter, try to get pairs on DTLR, and then leave to go to JD to see if I could get a pair up there at JD, come back home, and then I finally, like, by the time I walked back in the house is when I finally got my L on the Snkrs app. And so everything took an L. And it was really weird because I had entered on grade school, and grade school was first come, first served today. And so I was able to get in on grade school, but it was just pending for an extended amount of time like the men's pairs. But it sounded like people were able to go in after, like, people had originally entered for grade school and were able to purchase pairs of the grade school even after you had entered, and it was just pending. So I think it was just a whole glitch craziness with the Snkrs app today. Like I mentioned earlier, I told y'all weren't going to be able to just rely on the Snkrs app today. It was just too many people that were interested in the shoe, and then the type of shoe that it was, being a Chicago Air Jordan 1, everybody is going to want this shoe. It's just, it is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it except put in your footwork to be able to do it. So like I mentioned, I ended up not copying any pairs off the Snkrs app today. So I took L's on 2 men's pairs and 2 grade school pairs. I was able to hit on Foot Locker shipped to me, and then I got a grade school pair, and that's it. So I got 2 pairs today, and that was it. So the pair I hit off Foot Locker was actually another pair in my size, so I do have my double up. And then I still got to get my girl a pair, a size 7.5 for my girl. So I will try at some point to have to find that 7.5 and not pay the price of what they're sitting at right now. Now, the other interesting thing with the Snkrs app today was people's address were being removed from the app. So like I had to manually enter my address on the Snkrs app, which I don't know why that happened, but maybe it was a bot thing. I don't know. I really don't know. But just the whole Snkrs thing was just craziness this morning. Now, let me know how y'all's experience was on the Snkrs app today. Was it relatively easy for y'all to get in, or did you experience the error and just basically weren't able to enter altogether? I'm actually really curious to see like the discrepancy between how well it worked for people and then how well it didn't work for people. Now, of course, Twitter blew up talking about this and trying to get in. And one lady actually, and I have her Twitter handle in the screenshot, but she basically added Nike and said, "Yo, Nike, tell me how a bot was able to get into my phone and change my shipping information when I entered the draw from the lost and found ones. The Snkrs app is effing broken. Are you kidding me?" And then if you look, you see it's just got like a random address, and like basically all her information was just changed on her Snkrs app. So I don't know, like, if I guess basically the servers for Nike weren't prepared for this drop today. And honestly, I don't think Nike has said anything at all today over this drop. Like, I think they just kind of let things go and that was it. But honestly, what could they really have done? Because by the time like the draw ended, people started getting dubs. Are you gonna like cancel those dubs and redo it, or how would that work? So I honestly am not sure what exactly Nike could have done without like after the fact, just because like I said, you could have canceled everything and reran everything, but people that had already gotten the dubs, it would have sucked for them just because, you know, they would have lost out on a pair. So I had actually kind of kept up with the StockX market price today, and I took 2 screenshots. So at 10:34, this was shortly after I took my L, I looked at the price, and last sale was 436, lowest ask was 438, highest bid was 435. So it looked like they were sitting around that 430 area for these. Now, if you remember, I did look at I talked about the resale price in my how to cop, or not how to cop, but my on my resale prediction video. I could not think of my recently did this locked. Let me see. So yesterday when I did the resale prediction, they were sitting at 320 was the last sale. Lowest ask was 344. Highest bid was 315. So as you see, the price went up significantly shortly after the drop. It's almost $100 that they went up. Now I did get another screenshot. Let me see if I can find it real quick. This one was, let me see. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna look now at what StockX is and see what the price is sitting at for these. Just because I'm actually kind of curious to see where it's at right now. All right, let me see. Now if I go to 11 and a half, and I'll go ahead and grab a screenshot for y'all. So last sale was 440, lowest ask 457, highest bid is 420. So they've come down very slightly off of where they were this morning. So that's kind of where prices are sitting right now, and I can see it dropping a little bit more just when pairs start coming in from sneakers. But honestly, I don't see these dropping below 350 just because everybody wants them. Like, it's a very in-demand shoe. I've been seeing people sell for around 400 or so right now. It's just a lot dealing with this one. So yeah, I'm curious to see what happens. Now let me venture off sneakers and kind of discuss some of the other things that happened today in regards to this. So one thing I saw, Sneaker Fetish had posted a tweet today, and basically someone had received an email from Finish Line, and the guy was commenting like, this really happened, like this is what it was. But basically Finish Line canceled his reservation in store, and there's a whole email about it, and I'll read the email to y'all real quick. It says, Jordan 1 lost and found, canceled raffle win. Hello loyal customers. I'm writing this email to sadly inform you that we do not have your pair of lost and found Jordan 1s that you recently won on our app. The former store manager of this location quit abruptly, and half of our inventory is now missing for the upcoming release. We just wanted to send this email out, that way you all are aware. Once again, we do not have your size in this lost and found, and then so forth, so on, contact information. So it's been craziness. Like this whole story right here, I was just like, what is going on? Like, this is just ridiculous. So it sounds like whoever was the manager of the store basically took majority of the stock and just quit and left with pairs. And yeah, so that happened today. And then also the other thing, and going back to Finish Line JD, because that was already a crap show yesterday and the day before. Solings tweeted out, and it looks like people's Finish Line pre-orders were getting canceled that they had on the Ship to Me pairs. And the original tweet said everyone got canceled, question mark, at Finish Line at JD Sports. And then it shows 2 emails of the status pre-order being canceled. And then Solings commented on his tweet again and said, definitely not payment method issue, oversold maybe. Some got in quick and still got canceled. Won both in-store and pre-order. Some didn't win in-store and still got canceled. So if you got a canceled pre-order from Finish Line, let me know in the comments. I'm curious to see. Like I said, I couldn't get in on Finish Line to be able to do ship pre-order or in-store pre-order. So I'm not really sure what exactly happened with that. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Now, of course, some stores didn't get their pairs in yet, so we're gonna see more maybe raffles for these, or just first come first serve for these as time goes on. It's just gonna be one of those wait and see exactly how your local store will be releasing these. I'm sure like boutiques will be releasing them as well. So it's just kind of one of those things. Now, the last thing, of course, is there were just a bunch of memes that were posted today. And so I just kind of have them all popped up on the screen so y'all can see them. But one was like, y'all know the whole story with the whole FedEx stuff and them stealing packages. So someone had commented a picture of like a FedEx uniform, and Site Supply said, always have a plan B, just hinting at someone stealing packages. So there was that. And just a bunch of other things. And what's a better question? Did you hit, or were you even able to enter on Snkrs by Nice Geeks? And they just posted a whole bunch of different memes. So they're like, how does every button work in the Snkrs app except the join button for this drop? So it was just a lot of issues today. Like I mentioned, I put up all the memes on the screen so y'all can see them. But yeah, I'm very curious to see how people's experience was today, just trying to cop pairs off the Snkrs app, and then just anywhere else. Like, I didn't even try anywhere else just because by the time I was done messing around with sneakers, I didn't feel like doing it anymore. And honestly, it's gotten to the point now where I'm kind of like, I'm over this release just because it's been so bad. Like, you could argue this was the worst sneakers release that has ever happened on this app. Just that's how bad it was. So like I mentioned, let me know how y'all's experience was trying to enter on the Snkrs app today, and just your whole experience behind trying to cop this Lost and Found one. Were you able to get a pair? Were you not able to get a pair? Let me know in the comments as well. I'm hoping we get like a second chance or Jordan Reserve or something like that, and we see more pairs of these. But it's just gonna be one of those wait and see what exactly happens later down the line. But as always, like I said, hope y'all have a great rest of the weekend. Go subscribe to the channel, hit that like button and the notification bell so you can stay up to date when I post new content. Texas Tech is about to play Iowa State, so I'm about to go watch that game and edit this video. And I'm very curious to see how y'all feel about everything that's happened. But as always, stay safe and stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.